Yeah. Winter is coming. Hey.
Winter is coming.
Uh-huh.
Winter is coming.
Right.
I don't want it. I never have.
Winter is coming.
I don't want it. I never have.
Thank the gods for Bessie and her tits.
That's
I don't
right.
Want it. I
Yeah.
never have.
Get fired.
Watch the thrones, bitch.
Watch the thrones, bitch. Welcome back to Watch the Thrones, our show where we discuss Game of Thrones, House of the Dragon, A Song of Ice and Fire, and every goddamn motherfucking thing in between. So, stick around for a while and get nerdy with us, right?
Yeah, fire, bitches.
Fire!
Dragon fire, bitches.
Wildfire!
That too. All of it.
All the fire. From the flames from the biggest dragon to the first spark of a campfire in the Godswood. I don't give a fuck. I don't know.
That ended very perfectly too. It just fizzled out. That was awesome.
Yeah, fizzled out like the flame of the Targaryens. Oh! Fizzled out like the flame of the last dragon. All right. I have some cool news. I have some cool news that I've been excited to share, and have held my tongue.
All right,
the
let's
whole
do
time.
it. Let's do it.
All right. First off, I have begun A Knight of the Seven Kingdoms.
Hey, all right.
Yeah.
I just bought that book.
Yeah. Bro, let me tell you something. If you have any reservations about thinking like it's its own time commitment, it's not. Dude, I killed the first book yesterday in one day.
Oh shit.
I murdered that first book.
Goddamn.
Yeah, I went all Jamie Lannister on that book. I made that book my heiress, you know, I was heiress the second.
Hey, there you
right?
go.
Yeah, I went all fire and blood on that book.
Try to push that book out a window.
Yeah. I pushed that book out the window, and then I came out later when it was sleeping, and I cut its throat and the mother. What? Anyway. But yeah, so I'm in the middle of the second book now. Now, when you say you bought the book, I guess I should say story. You bought the one that has all three stories, right?
Yeah, I think it's the one that has all of them in it.
Nice. Yeah. That's what I'm reading too. It's like,
yeah.
Just got done with the Hedge Knight. Now I'm on the Sworn Sword, or the second one. Yeah. And again, I sped through that first one like so quickly. I was like, damn. And it's funny, even though the perspective doesn't change, it's dunked the whole time. It's still it's so him. It's just all there. It doesn't feel any different, you know?
Yes.
Like wow. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I forgot about all that. Well,
Burn them down.
there might be another one here then.
Season 8.
If that's in here, then we've got a few more of that coming. So.
Shit. So.
There you go. There's that.
Yeah, I don't know if they're all that short, but goddamn, like, I very well might finish, or at least, you know, I guess technically catch up because they're not finished, but I might, you know, be done with the Night of the Seven Kingdoms by like tomorrow, maybe Monday. I don't know. It's basically all I'm doing now, aside from working on music, is just reading this book. It's just awesome. Me, who once again, as we point out every time, I don't know if we can keep saying that I don't read for fun at this point, because I've read through 5 books.
Long
and
books,
now
too.
Long books.
Long
yeah.
ass fucking books.
And now this book. And I'm gonna keep reading the books. So what the fuck? I guess I read for fun now. Never gonna make it.
All right. Well, that's awesome to hear. For the listeners, if you haven't heard on the Mixed Music Show, our other podcast, yes, I have been rereading Fire and Blood, and I've also been rereading the 4th book, A Feast for Crows.
Hurrah.
So I'm getting back into the shit. Love it.
You're getting deep into the fighting pits.
Yes. Going for all that shit. And we just spent like a week together, like in my house, and we were just watching Game of Thrones pretty much every day.
Yeah.
We started towards the end of season 5, right before, for the watch.
Yeah.
For the watch, right before
the watch.
Right before they get him. Mm-hmm. And then, we see Shireen being,
barbecued.
Yeah, for real.
Melisandre really is just a misunderstood cook, really. Shit. Yeah.
There, I like that.
Misunderstood cook.
Misunderstood cook.
She's the second coming of the what is it? The rat cook, mouse cook, rat cook. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh yeah.
That one story where Bran tells Mira and them when just talking about how he gave them guest rights or whatever, and then he slayed them and cooked them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Great. And then he was doomed to forever eat the other members of his family and never feel full.
Facts.
Or something like that.
it was something like that, yeah.
Maybe not that.
Something like that, but not that.
Not that. Yeah. But yeah, man, you should just go ahead and add it to your routine of things to read, though, because you're gonna go through it so fast. It's awesome.
Yeah, I'm excited for it.
And their back and forth is so cool. Egg and Dunk and Egg's back and forth is so hilarious. Because Dunk's only like 16, and like Egg's like 8 or something like that.
Oh shit. Okay,
and so
yeah,
it's just,
that's true.
So it's just like there's this one great. It's like one of the first few things they say to each other. And it's just like he's like, what's your name anyway? And it's just like Sir Duncan. And he's like, what do I call myself? Like the Tall, Sir Duncan the Tall. I've never heard of no Sir Duncan the Tall. Oh, and I suppose you've heard of every Night in the Seven Kingdoms. All the good ones.
Damn.
That's what you have to look forward to. Like, Egg is so goddamn snarky. It's hilarious. Like, all that shit.
Oh, this makes me happy.
Yeah.
George is very good at his back and forths, his pairing. He loves his pairings, and he's good at it too.
I don't want to ruin anything, but I just have one more quote.
Mm-hmm.
This next quote comes from Daeron II. Targaryen.
Yeah.
Aegon's. Oh wait, maybe he's Daeron the Third. Because I thought Daeron II was. I think Daeron II just died at the beginning of this, or just dies after this, or something. But either way, Egg's other brother.
Yeah.
Who's a drunk and stuff. And he gives me the way he talks gives me mad Tyrion vibes. Like not all the way, but like, for example, so. Dunk gets himself into a very sticky situation, and it's partially Darren's fault, and so they're walking together outside, and basically they're gonna be in this battle together on opposite sides, and Darren's just like basically like, this is my fault, and I'm sorry. I'm sure I'm going to some sort of hell that probably doesn't have wine.
God damn.
and he's like, but if you could maybe try to spare my life. Like, I'm not nearly as my prowess in the field is not nearly as strong as my brother's, but no one has seen someone lay down in the mud as strong as me.
Oh, that's
man.
great.
Yeah.
Draw your sword for that shit.
Yeah. For the record, I totally want to do an episode where we just go through all the all the different house sword names because some of them are crazy. Like shit. Well, like Ice or Oathkeeper eventually.
Yeah.
Like, all the different sword names. Like I think there's a list. Blackfire, Dark Sister, Orphan Maker.
Yeah,
or something
Orphan
like that.
Maker's. What was the one? Widow's
Whale.
Widow's Whale. Yeah. That was. Yeah.
Joffrey may have been a fucking moron, but he knew how to name a sword.
Facts.
There's this cool YouTube channel who does this segment called Analyzing Evil, and he'll do a psychological analysis of characters from different shows, not just Game of Thrones, but he does cover Joffrey, Tywin. I think he goes over. I think those are the main two right now, but I think he probably does go over Ramsay, I think. But he also does like Voldemort, Harry Potter. He does some people from Breaking Bad. Like he does. There's some of them are like
The old
so
man in the
funny.
desert.
No, it's just so funny. Listen, like Joffrey's
Lightbringer
video.
reference.
Oh, I see. Joffrey's video is like 14 minutes long or like 11 minutes long. Tywin's video is an hour and a half. Like he had a lot to dig into.
That's fair. That's
Yeah.
fair.
I'm just like,
Tywin.
bro.
I mean, love him or hate him, you better put some respect on Tywin Lannister's name.
Uh-huh. I was trying to tell Katie about him because, she's still going strong. She's reading the book.
I mean, they didn't write Reigns of Casimir because he was jacking off.
Are we sure about that? Oh, man.
He's out there stabbing motherfuckers.
Oh, shit. Oh, man. Shout out to Tywin. Yeah, I was trying to like tell Katie about him without telling too much 'cause she's still in the first book, but she's really into, I don't think the first book gets enough credit for how much of a sort of like murder mystery it kind of is. We still kind of focus on the medievalness of it all, or whatever you want to call it, the fantasy of it. But like it, Ned, hitting the pavement and tracking down the details and the clues and everything is very much like almost like a detective thing.
Oh yeah.
So like she's very into that. I believe the last time I checked, she's now met Sam. Or, we've met Sam for the first time where she's at, and I think she's back.
Give it up for
on
Sam the Slayer, ladies and
Sam
gentlemen.
the Slayer. He slayed it.
Draw your swords.
Call Gilly if you don't know, right?
Facts.
Oh man.
Yeah, Sam the motherfucking Slayer, though.
Yeah. Yeah, I think she just got past him, and now she's back on another Daenerys chapter. I think she just saw where... She just got past where they made Viserys walk behind the whole Khalasar.
Yes.
Yeah, so she's moving along. And, yeah. She cracks me up because she's like, yeah, I can't believe we already found out who poisoned the guy. What are you talking about? We already found out who poisoned John Aaron. Or Aaron? John, is that his name? No, we didn't. Yeah, they said so did. Or did he? Ah, shit.
Is that what she said?
Yes.
Give it up for Katie Jones.
Katie Jones, everybody.
Give it up for her. All right.
Yeah, she's.
Hell
I'm
yeah.
having a lot of fun. I understand. It's a lot to keep track of at first.
Oh yeah, it's a lot. But once
You
once it grabs you though.
Yeah, once you got it, you got it. Yeah. Like,
That's it.
Once you have all the house names down, all the locations figured out, all the implications, it really makes so much more sense and you get it. So, yeah. She's doing her thing. She's keeping up with it. I almost was like, I feel like you should just read this first, like the fucking Knight of the Seven Kingdoms. Because, again, I killed that shit in one day. And, like not even the whole day. It was, like, evening. It was, like, between, like, fucking, like, 4 4 and 10. I think I finished it around 10 something, and I started around 4 or 5. Like, it went very fast. So, yeah, that was cool. So I actually have a topic, but I want to know if you have any topics, anything.
No, I've just been enjoying the rereading shit.
Hell
Honestly,
yeah.
That's really kind of where I'm at.
Okay.
So yeah.
All right, yeah, because folks, for those who don't know, I messaged Warren and I was like, I got some cool stuff, but I don't want to tell you about it until we're on the air or whatever this is. Do we say on the air still?
We can.
On the wing. On Dragon.
Whatever. On Dragonback.
On Dragonback, yes. Okay. Check it. Check it out, everybody. Warren.
All right,
Aries the Kid.
Let's go.
With a Z.
With a Z.
Have you ever heard of the book Fire Cannot Kill a Dragon?
I have not. Okay,
so there's this book. It's called that, Fire Cannot Kill a Dragon, by Dan Hebard, and it came out a couple years ago. This whole thing I'm going to talk about was brought to me by the YouTube channel In Deep Geek. Go check them out because Robert from In Deep Geek did all the reading of the book and all this stuff and put all the connections together. And of course, Dan Hebard wrote the book. So definitely go look both of those up. The video is called 8 Clues to What Might Happen in the Winds of Winter. So with that being said,
okay,
here we go. So we're going to talk about, so it's called 8 Things That Might Happen, but here's the deal. Fire Cannot Kill a Dragon is basically a collection of quotes and interviews from the showrunners of Game of Thrones, George R.R. Martin, the actors, and crew members. And by piecing all the bits of information that go together to each other, he starts to make some pretty interesting conclusions about what will happen either in the Winds of Winter or what will happen in general. And there's some stuff that people did not expect that it's basically assured it's gonna go down. So let's start with the light stuff. We're gonna save the good stuff for last, okay?
Okay.
All right, let's start with the good stuff. So first off, the Ramsay's dogs and the dire wolves, they're gonna clash.
Ooh, shit.
It's gonna be a whole fucking fight. Yeah. Yes.
No bitch shit like we got in the show?
Nah, the wolves and the hounds are going to have a full battle at some point in some way.
Let's go.
Basically, George R.R. Martin, the dude got his hands on a note that George R.R. Martin left the producers in the office after a meeting, basically telling them. Now, the one thing about this book is it just shows how frustrating working with David and Dan really was, because George is trying to tell them to do shit, and then they go the other way. But so he leaves a note in their office after the meeting, basically, and it says, like, make sure to really put a lot of emphasis on the hounds and the dire wolves, because I've got big plans for them later. And like they will basically meet each other and like fight and stuff like that.
Yo, that'd been so cool to see, huh?
In the show, yeah, exactly. But
fucking bastards.
I mean, they apparently, it's basically accepted that their excuse for like aging up the dire wolves with technology would have been way too hard. Apparently, I don't understand how you can make full dragons, but you can't just make some older looking wolves.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, that's their excuse. That's their story. They're sticking to it. I'm so happy they really haven't got work since.
Yeah, it's y'all fucked up. Y'all fucked up.
Yeah, they were so ready to go and do that Star Wars thing, and they were like, nah, you fucked up, son. You fucked up.
You
all
know
the
nothing.
Way up.
You know nothing.
D&D.
D&D. It's D&D. No, it's not.
No, it's not.
All right, so hounds versus dire wolves. It's coming.
Okay,
it's going to be a thing.
Yeah, that is. Let's go.
We don't know how because they're
The
spread all
wolves
over
got
the place.
so fucked in the show. That was such
Low-key.
bullshit.
Yeah.
Such bullshit.
Yeah, we don't know how they're gonna all meet up, but at some point, because it's like, Shaggy and Rickon are in one place. Ghost is with Jon. Summer is behind the, past the wall. And am I forgetting one? I feel like I'm forgetting one. Nymeria.
Nymeria, yeah,
She's
yeah,
in the Riverlands,
Yeah.
doing her thing. So at some point, they're all gonna. It's all
Hey.
gonna circle back around. It's gonna be
Let's
crazy.
go.
Yeah. All right. Let's keep this moving. Let's keep it going. All right.
Let's do it.
Did I.
But not that though.
But not that though. Rickon will have an important role to play. Fuck you, David and Dan. You fucked up Rickon. You fucked up Shaggy. Shaggy! But
I forgot.
Okay.
I forgot how much they
Wait,
really
wait,
just went out.
Wait,
like that.
wait. Hang on. You're gonna want to hear the whole thing real quick. So I guess David and Dan actually gave him a call and asked if they could kind of early on steer away from him, and he was like, "No, because I have big plans for him." He still steered away. So most people are in the belief that in the show, most people follow the direwolf name theory. Do you know the direwolf name theory?
Remind me.
The foreshadowing, each name foreshadows a little bit.
Yeah.
Like Ghost is named Ghost because Jon's gonna come back from the dead.
Ooh, yeah.
Summer
yeah.
is called Summer because Bran is somehow gonna bring back Summer, maybe. Nymeria is the only one that doesn't really apply, except for maybe the idea that Arya is gonna lead some great thing or do something legendary like her.
She's gonna do something crazy, yeah.
And then
Arya's, yeah.
And then I guess Shaggy Dog is actually a term, as in a Shaggy Dog story, which is basically a common phrase, which means something that happens, is very prominent, burns bright, but then gets snuffed out. Ultimately leads nowhere. Ironically, more kind of like Rob's story, but even Gray Wind is kind of a thing. It's you see a Gray Wind and then it's gone, So, Lady's the only one.
He was fast like the wind until he wasn't.
Yeah, and then Lady, it's
yeah.
People kind of disqualify Lady a little bit because it's well, she died so quickly, but at the same time, Sansa's forced to grow up hella fast.
Yeah, hella quick.
So that's sort of where you can kind of relate that. But so
she gets cut off from the pack very
hella
early on.
Yes.
And
she does, doesn't she? From all the Starks, huh?
Yeah, she gets early on. And she was kind of trying to separate herself too, at the same time. Whereas Arya was with her father a lot of times and with her father's people. Wasn't really hanging out with Joffrey like that. Who would though? Who would? Except for this crazy Sansa.
That's my nigga. My guy. Hey, Joffrey.
Shout out to my nigga Joffrey.
Nah, but DJ Joffy B. Hey, Lil Joffrey.
Lil Joffrey.
Lil Joffrey.
King Lil Joffrey.
King Lil Joffrey. King Joff.
King
Joff. Bro, Joffrey would totally do Chicago drill and get shot the next day.
Yes. He would. He really would.
Yeah.
He really would.
Shit.
He would say something real disrespectful about somebody.
About the op. Joffrey would be the first dude to yell "fuck the ops" on YouTube, and then he gets shot the next day.
No, not even the next 30 minutes later.
Yeah.
There were some times when they would put up videos, and then 30 minutes later they catch him. It's crazy. That's what happened to Joffrey.
But anyway, so a lot of people think Rickon is gonna burn out like a Shaggy Dog story, but Martin implies that actually he might have a much grander role to play. So no matter what, Rickon's role will be a lot better than it was in the show. He won't just,
he'll actually
might
have
die.
a role in the show, in the books.
Yeah, he'll actually do something. God damn it.
Yeah. Yeah, he didn't do anything. They didn't. I totally forgot about Rickon.
Yeah.
Until
even
Yeah.
while reading the fucking book, he's not really that involved, really. I mean, he is a little
Right.
bit more, but not too much. So I'd forget about Rickon all the time.
I remember him more in the book because the scenes with him and Bran at Winterfell were a bit more.
Yeah, there's a
They
few more
saw him more.
interactions.
Yeah, they saw him more in the books. Not too much in the show. He was there. I knew he was there, but like he just kind of goes away after a point. So
Rickon will have a much greater role to play. He will have a role to play.
he'll have a role to play.
Shout out to Rickon. Yeah.
Let's go, Rickon.
All right. So, moving on. Hodor will hold the door, but it'll be different.
Okay.
So, Martin has been in Fire Cannot Kill a Dragon. There are different quotes from Martin where he is asked about Hodor, and he describes the show as taking a very physical approach with the meaning of those words, in the sense that Hodor really was holding a door, a physical door. But you can also say hold the door when you are holding a doorway, when you are standing in defense of a doorway or a hallway kind of thing.
Right.
And so it's suggested that there will kind of be this more fucked up, like Hodor, Hodor has the sword that they took from the crypts of Winterfell, and Bran's been warging into Hodor and practicing his sword play because he had a little bit of sword training before he fell, So like the idea is possibly that Hodor will sacrifice himself and hold a doorway, but it'll be kind of fucked up because it won't actually be Hodor doing it. It'll be Bran sacrificing Hodor, basically, for the greater good. But it's still kind of fucked up because it's not Hodor's decision,
Right.
So it's gonna be hold the door will happen, and it will be a way to still explore, causality and Hodor's sort of infinite loop he gets trapped in because of Bran being able to affect the past. And they really lean heavy on that whole idea of Bran yelling at his dad in the past and his dad hearing it, kind of, And then
the magic is more felt in the books.
I guess I didn't put this together, but apparently when Bran sees Theon in the Godwood, I guess he tries to talk to Theon. At the same time, I didn't think about it, but I guess a lot of people have said that like when Theon is basically like, having his moment, just wishing he would just die. Like he says he hears the trees calling to him. That's Bran.
Yeah, okay.
But I didn't realize that.
Okay.
But he says at the beginning of that book that a lot of things happen at the same time. It's only until later that things get, in a linear way again. So when Bran is training and trying to talk to people, even though he supposedly can't, these different people are hearing him. Like, there's a moment where Theon, he's talking to Theon, and later in the book, Theon hears a voice from the Godwood, There's a moment where Jon hears something but doesn't hear any, thinks he heard something but doesn't hear anything. And there's a moment where Bran tries to talk to Jon or something like that. Which I don't want to go too deep into this, but because this can be in its own episode, but there's a lot to speculate that Blood Raven, Brynden Rivers, the three-eyed raven, whatever you want to call him, basically has been manipulating everything for a long time, basically. So that's a future episode, but basically, yeah, Hodor will hold the door, but in a different manner of holding the door. So yeah, there we go.
All right,
Yeah.
well, I'm here for it. Let's see what
I mean,
what you got.
I'm not gonna be like, let's go, because Hodor just makes me so sad. But it'll be different.
I'm curious, to see
Yeah.
how he's gonna handle it. So let's see what he's got.
Yeah. All right.
We saw the show.
Uh-huh.
Let's see the real shit.
did. Yeah. All right. Let's keep it moving. And by the way, I would just like to say before we keep it going, these things we're going through is not even. I told you in the message there was something else that I'm not gonna allude to at all, and it's at the end of this list.
All right.
It's not part of the list. The last item in the list is not this. This is after the list, but it is dope as fuck.
Okay.
Okay, so next one. Peter is not going to give Sansa away to anybody.
Yeah.
That's it. He's not. No, so Book Peter would have never given her to Ramsay because Ramsay already had a reputation. So basically, Peter in the book is because of his he's even more obsessed with her in the book than in the show.
Yeah, he is.
And
Jesus.
he flips back and forth between her being the daughter he never had and being his own way of getting Cat. So yes. In the sample chapters of Winds of Winter, we do see him and Sansa working together to earn the affections of this lord who will get the veil after Robin dies. And it's all part of its own bigger picture. But basically, Peter would have never, if they stayed faithful to Book Peter in the show, he would have never given her to Ramsay, and none of that.
Yeah, I mean,
happened.
It doesn't really make sense.
Yeah, like
when you go back and look at it, and it's like.
I mean, in the show, it's like he did it to get close to Roose, but get in with the Boltons while at the same time getting in with, he's working all the angles,
Right. At the same time, though, it was like, if that was their angle, okay, but I don't really. I didn't really feel like he really did much with that angle.
Yeah, he kind of jumped the gun. Like it was like he was trying to get her into Winterfell sooner, but it wouldn't have made sense to throw her into a den,
Yeah, she needs an army.
Mm-hmm.
Bitch needs an army.
So
the Queen of the North needs a goddamn army.
The Queen of the North!
I never have.
Well, that's good, because Sansa does.
Hey. Yeah, shout out to Elena Stone something, or whatever the fuck her fake name is.
Yeah, it's Elaine.
Oh, Elaine. Yeah, okay, yeah. Dope. Yeah, so that's an easy one, but
okay.
We've mentioned it.
I like Sansa.
All right.
People hate on her, but I was.
People hate on Sansa?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
What? I mean, I guess Sansa was annoying.
Right.
I kind of feel like season 8. I kind of feel like season 7, 8, or the few times 6, 7, 8 is where we actually see Sansa do something, and not just be a victim the whole time.
Right. I agree with you there.
That's one of the few things that I feel like they did right. Which we need to have an episode talking about like just funny shit that the cast does, because I guess Sophie Turner and Maisie together is just a big handful. Like the crew was so annoyed when they were able to, because they couldn't focus. They just kept goofing around and doing shit. Because they hadn't been on the set at the same time for like years. So when they finally like reunited, then it was just like, shit. Can you focus, please?
Girls.
Yeah. Ladies. Now they are a riot to watch. They have some interviews. They've done together. They are a treat. So shout out to Sophie Turner and Maisie Williams. Yeah, you guys are awesome, and I hope to see you in the Jon Snow show. Let's get it.
The Jon Snow show. Come on.
Come on, guys. Get it together. All right. All right. Let's bring it down a notch. Let's bring it down a notch. All right. Next one. Shireen is gonna burn in the book. It is happening. It is coming.
I kind of thought that was gonna happen.
Yeah. The big question is how. Because when George talks about it, he puts a lot of emphasis on it's Stannis's decision, and so it's like, okay, he is so far away from Melisandre right now. How is he going to communicate to do it? He's not going to just go back there and then do it. Something is going to happen to him at Winterfell, and that's going to drive his decision to do it, Yeah. Basically.
He's going to make a hell of a lot more sense is what he's basically what he's saying.
Yeah. Like in the show, it's just like, it's too cold. Burn my daughter to fucking warm us up a bit.
All right, cool, bet. Mm-hmm. Oh, and we lost, and I'm dead. It really just felt like, oh, fuck you, Stannis. Get him out of the way.
I mean,
fuck the whole
he's
Baratheon family. Get the fuck out the way.
I mean, it's not about him. It's about Jon, so. But yeah. So Shireen is going to burn. We just don't know when, but it's going to make more sense. It's going to be different. It sucks, but yeah, it's going down. So, yeah. All right. Warren, you and I are going to be happy about this because I think we are the few people who enjoyed this about season 8. Shout out to season 8. Best season of the show. I said it. No.
Oh, shit.
I said no.
Start a fight.
Start a fucking melee.
A whole tourney.
Yeah, whole tourney, yeah. Could you imagine if they... You know who needs to be an attorney? DMX.
Yo.
Yeah, I'm gonna tip you off your horse. Oh, oh.
Can you just imagine DMX just charging at you?
You're
This
done.
is not a fucking game.
You're done. You're done. You're dead.
What's my name, motherfucker?
Yeah.
Like
It's
oh,
over
shit.
already.
Oh, you're dead.
All right.
I'm here for that though. Someone needs to recreate AI DMX and put him in Game of Thrones.
Hell yeah.
Someone do it.
Okay. Yeah. We had a whole green seeing conversation, I believe, about that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now,
Yes, we did.
Were we green seeing or were we faded? We need a Game of Thrones related thing for faded. Did we have milk of the poppy while we were green seeing?
No dream wine.
No dream wine.
I don't
Okay.
think there was any dream wine going on.
Okay.
All right, so season 8.
Season 8.
We like this, huh?
Yeah. So Daenerys is going evil at some point.
Yes.
Daenerys is going bad. We don't know how far she's gonna go. We don't know if she's gonna come back. We don't know if that's it. But so check this out. 2013, right?
Mm-hmm.
Circa 2013. the year of the long summer. No. Fucking. I guess George, David, and Dan actually had like a secret meeting in 2013, and it was basically George laying out the big bullet points for what he believed he was going to make happen to his characters. He didn't have the nitty-gritty figured out yet, but he basically was trying to give, this was him giving David and Dan the roadmap. And so as early as 2013, actually not just 2013, but sorry, I was mixing up something Robert in his video said. But basically in 2013, and even a little bit before that, they had a feeling that Dany was gonna go bad. They just didn't set it up well, you know.
No, not at all.
They just, you know, like, yes, okay, if that's what you wanted to do, fine, but we should have gotten at least 2 more seasons of build-up instead of just flipping the script, you know.
They really did just like flip a switch.
Yeah.
All right.
Just like,
yeah. Cool. Daenerys. Oh, fuck Daenerys. What?
I'm
Wait.
reasonable. I hate everyone. You know.
Wait, what?
Oh, what happened?
I thought she was good.
Yeah.
Thought she was good, man.
Like, we don't know if she's gonna end up marrying Euron, because there are some prophecy dreams that Aaron Greyjoy in the sample chapter goes through. Euron might become the Night King himself. He might, you know, there are big things in the works for Euron. And Dany might be a part of that. But either way, there's a vision of him with a silhouette of a woman with fire hands or something like that. So, yeah, bro, hurry up. Hurry up and get to the sample chapters, bro. You're gonna love this shit. Like, yeah, I keep telling you stuff, but reading it's a whole different deal, you know?
Oh yeah, it's a whole different ball game.
All right. So, Dany's gonna go bad. It's gonna be epic. All right. Let's bring it back down to one smaller thing that I meant to say earlier, but it's gonna be worth it to bring it down because it's gonna make the last one hit that much harder. So, the Whites are not getting a dragon. Or at least there will be no dragon north of the wall, I believe is the exact wording.
Okay.
In season 7, there's that episode where like Jon, the Hound,
Yeah.
Beric, all of them go to get a white to bring back to Cersei, you know, and like Daenerys comes in and saves them, and then the Night King stabs that dragon and then gets the white.
Shoot. Yo, how can the show just go from, oh, the Night King is so crazy, one hit, take out a dragon, and then one hit, that's
Take
it.
out the Night King.
What? That don't make no goddamn sense.
Like, people went hard on criticizing that episode. Like, they went hard. Like, some people was like, how the fuck can Gendry run through the snow like that? Like, shit like that. and like they basically admitted it, and it's in Fire Cannot Kill a Dragon. The quotes from them talking about it, but like, yeah, that was all made up by them because they wanted to use a dragon to blow through the wall because they couldn't come up with any other way for them to get through the wall. They were just like, no, they need a dragon.
Just blow it up. Just go. Just
Setting aside
melt
how
it.
a raven
Yeah.
could not have possibly at all reached Dany in time by the time they were in trouble. But, you know.
Right.
Yeah, so there will not be a dragon, at least north of the wall. There's also, I guess, some sections in Fire and Blood that suggest dragons don't like going north of the wall or can't go north of the wall.
I mean, it's cold.
It's
Set
cold,
aside-
man, damn!
Set aside the magic part. It's fucking cold.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to go there either. Shit.
Yeah. So
But yeah, that's true though. I mean, even like when they had Jaehaerys, and you know when they would fly up to the wall, and I don't think they went over the wall.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't think so.
So yeah. So that's what's gonna happen. That's a thing that's not gonna happen. So I don't know if the music we're talking over is actually gonna stay in this order with the episode or not, but I do find it very fitting to go over the last sort of fact thing to a Watch the Throne soundtrack track. So, are you ready?
Let's go.
Bran's gonna be king. Bran's gonna be king. Bran's gonna be king. Bran's gonna be king. Bran is going to be fucking king. It don't even matter. I got a bottle. I don't give a fuck. Fuck all y'all haters. Bran is going to be king at the end. At the end. Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I'm excited to see how that's going to play out in the books.
That was one of the bombshells that Martin dropped in that meeting in 2013. And so that's why they did it. As much as everyone wants to try and say it was David and Dan's fault, no, this came directly from Martin. The actor who played Bran said it came from Martin, and it has been confirmed. It's in the book. Go read it. Fire Cannot Kill a Dragon. Bran Stark, whatever the fuck he is, by the end of the book, you know, he's gonna be king. Now, whether or not he stays king, that's still up for grabs. But the words "king" at the end was said. So,
okay.
yeah, season 8 things. How about it? Dany's gonna go bad. Bran is going to be king. Shit, you know, Shireen still, you know, things people hated about the show, tried to blame the show. Like, yeah, this was all gonna happen.
Right.
This was all bound to happen. Yeah.
I think really what people hate is, I mean, maybe
Why else do you think I came all this way?
Yes.
Milquetoast. Personality.
Facts. I think really like so I don't know. For me personally, right? My position has always been, I'm okay if it goes down like that, but explain it better.
Yes. Don't just have him show up and be like, oh yeah, like.
Oh, now he's the king.
Let's
and
have
now
Tyrion do a speech that sounds smart but is actually stupid. Like.
yeah, like though it was their execution that people are gonna have, in the end, are probably gonna have most of the problems with, because
yes,
if they had explained all of those things, you know, well, right, they could have still done it.
Yeah, more seasons. Better
and to be fair, right? To be fair to the fans at the time, there was so much that was left out that's even now they just left it out.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of characters that you don't see them in the show. So I get the like, oh well, it couldn't have been like that, but you know, my position, hey, let's let it go down like that, but let's let George explain it.
Yes.
Because it's gonna make a hell of a lot more sense than whatever the fuck they were trying to do.
Yes. Yeah.
So
let George take the lead. Yeah, George.
Yeah. Let's. I'm here for that. It don't bother me.
Now, let's turn our attention away from the books to the last big thing I wanted to go over with you, and I am so excited about this. So, here's a YouTube channel called Teaser Plays. You go on to Teaser Plays, you'll see a little trailer for something.
Yeah.
You will see a trailer, a concept trailer made for Game of Thrones open world RPG. Let's go. A fully explorable video game. All of Westeros, all of the universe, the entire planet, everything. All of our favorite characters, playable. Pick whatever house you want to be part of, playable. You want to be good? Good. You want to be bad? Bad. You want to be gray? Fuck it. All of it in George R.R. Martin gritty detail, leaving nothing out, everything explorable. Come on! Come on! Come on! Yes.
Wow. Okay, so can you like explore
No!
different time periods?
No! Just live. Just deal with it. Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
Can you explore like, okay, say I want to go, all right, I want to be Jon Snow.
Yes.
But now, say next time around, maybe I want to be Aegon the Conqueror. You know, maybe I want to be him. Is it going to be that like intense, or is it going to be like strictly the show? You know what I mean?
So it's going to be like, it's going to be like, it might not even be called Game of Thrones, the video game, by the end of this. But
Right.
basically, I can't speak on timelines. All I can speak on is, you know, you can definitely play for sure as the main show characters.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, all of the world building and all of the story structure would be based on the books and more George related things. And
Right.
so there's a lot of potential here. Now, it's a concept trailer, so it's not like, it's kind of like how there was that show on Peacock, it's still going, called Bel Air, where it wasn't real at first, but a dude just kind of made a fake trailer. He hired all the actors, he did all the directing, he did all this stuff, put it online as a pitch, and then the internet exploded, and then Will Smith and Peacock bought the rights for it and made it real. So it's not
Okay.
real yet, but the
The
fandom,
market is there.
the fandom is losing their minds over it. There are already talks of petitioning it. There have already been Game of Thrones games in the past, apparently, that were all right. There was one where you actually play through the history of the whole universe,
Oh shit.
but the gameplay itself was so clunky that it
Right.
just ruined the experience. Like, the concept was awesome. Like, you would literally go through all of like that world's big events in history. And then, so that first game sucked. Then there was a second one that did better, but it just got forgotten about. There's been a bunch of mobile games that got that. Like, a lot of people hate the mobile games. But like, basically the technology has came so far since like the first open world games were a thing. Like, there's games like Skyrim, where like, you know, it's a very Game of Thrones like universe. That's the one that has that stupid chicken thing where you kill where you kill the chicken and then everyone wants to kill you. I'm
That was
pretty
so
sure.
fucking funny.
Oh yeah, kill the chicken. Yeah. Oh hey, what is it? Hey, no!
Once again, shout out to Trevor McDonald.
Yes. But so Skyrim is like, it's like a very big world and you can explore all of it, and then the game changes depending on all your decisions. There's The Witcher. That's the one, shout out to Trevor McDonald again, but that's the one where he's like, hang on, let me chop this guy's arm off real quick.
Oh yeah.
But so that one has arguably taken its place as as the greatest open world game of all time. George R.R. Martin actually has experience in developing an open world game, because he did work on a game called Elden Ring, which was basically one of the best open world games of the 2010s, basically. Like,
Oh wow.
So,
okay, I've heard of that.
yeah, so he's worked on games before. So
Of course he has.
yeah, right? So, yeah, he doesn't have enough.
Of course he has.
Fucking George. But yeah, so I just found out about this a few days ago. And yeah, I don't even care if you and I can't play it. But
I just want to watch people play it.
yeah, exactly. Like see all the different, cause like there was this game called Knights of the Old Republic, which was basically a Star Wars open world game where you could choose to be a Jedi or a Sith, or you could be a gray Jedi, which again is like, that's why I said gray earlier. Like you could be light, you could be dark, you could be gray. You know, kind of like good sometimes, bad other times. But like, yeah, like they could do the same thing by choosing your house. You know, they could really make it as crazy as they want to make it. And again, like the idea would be like the whole world would be explorable. So all these crazy places we've only heard of, like Ashai, you know, and all those other ones, you know, like everything that's like all the information that's in like the world of Westeros could basically be put into this game, basically. So maybe you can ride dragons eventually. Maybe you can hatch dragons. Maybe you can probably kill dragons, you know, and everything in between. Shit, you know.
That's.
Personally, I hope they'll go full Grand Theft Auto and, you know, make it where you can pay a visit to some brothels, you know, because if you're gonna go in, you got to go all in, you know.
Facts.
If you're gonna do it right, because that's doing it right apparently.
It is.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah. So that is the cool. Those are cool things. And in passing, while looking this up, I heard about John Beam, the actor who played Ned Stark, talking about how he'd be very open to coming back to playing Ned Stark in various forms. So he would be down for games. He would be down for flashback scenes in the Jon Snow show.
Okay.
There's talks of an animated movie of Robert's Rebellion, possibly. He would voice for that. Yes.
I'm here for that.
Yes.
I've always wanted to see the rebellion, goddamn.
Yes.
I've always wanted to see that shit go down, for real. Just really play out.
Yeah, Robert in his prime. Let's get it. So yeah.
You know what? We gotta do a little.
Thank the gods for Bessie and her tits.
Drink. Your king commands it. Your mother was a dumb whore with a fat ass. Did you know that? Look at this idiot. One ball and no brains. He can't even put a man's armor on him properly.
You're my counsel. Speak sense to this honorable fool.
Shout out to
go.
the GOAT.
Facts.
So, yeah, man. I just can't get enough.
Okay.
Like, it used to be I spent my days looking up music shit all the time, and now it's like 50-50. Like music, Georgetown. I think that's what I said last time.
Yeah.
But Martin Universe,
Georgetown, yeah.
you know. Like I'm just
MU.
The MU, yeah. Shit. So yeah. There you go. There's some stuff that will more than likely happen in the books. There's a possible, if the internet keeps losing their shit, there's that game. A possible animated movie about Robert's Rebellion, maybe. Like, yeah.
I'm okay with all of it. Let's go.
Yes. And that's all I got.
That's all you need.
Yeah. So thanks again everyone for checking out Watch the Thrones.
Yes.
Be sure to like, follow, subscribe. Check out our music podcast, The Mixed Music Show.
Yes.
And check out Maple Mix Productions, our company. You know, everywhere. Big things in the works. We have a song coming out with an EDM horns group called Zonk, ZHONK, for the watch. And we have their first single coming out called Burn. And
Burn.
More to call. Yeah, Burn. Let's do it do it for Danny.
Do it for Daenerys.
Yeah. Burn it all down. Fuck it.
Burn it all down, motherfucker.
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Well, yeah. And yeah.
All right. That's pretty much it.
For the watch, man.
Check out Ashley K, who's associated with us. My cousin, you know, singing shit like that.
Singer of Topple of the Mountain.
Yes.
And her own music.
Wait, what did you just say? That's her name of her podcast.
Hell yeah.
Every Monday, bitch.
Check them out everywhere. They've got all the things set up. We got to get our shit set up for Watch the Thrones, but that is coming.
We do. Oh yeah, we're out here now.
Yeah.
We're out here.
All right. And I think it's only right if we play us out with some words from somebody from Westeros.
One of the baddest bitches of all time.
You know, yeah, get fire on these bitches one time.
When you play the Game of Thrones, you win, you die. There is no middle ground.